determined that I need to get what's called a 203K construction loan and renovate the whole house. It was built in about 1937. It does not have insulation in the walls. It does not have insulation in the small attic that there is. And there's no access to that attic anyway, but still, it was not built with that mindset. 1930s, you didn't have nice fluffy batting of insulation to run up each wall to insulate the house. You just didn't have that stuff then, and my dad never retrofitted it. So it's up to me. So between the various problems that 1937 plumbing, 1937 wiring, it's not that I don't get 220 line into the house from the alley, I do, but once it gets into the house, it's still in 1937 wiring. The scariest thing is when I turn on this one light in my front hallway. And you know how when you turn on the electric light at the wall, it goes click and it's on? It's like, it's on. It's on. Not this light. Oh my God. Anyway. You click this light, and it's a beat before it's on. That scares me. Because there was a problem with the roof. The roof was fixed, but I don't think any of the internal wall problems were fixed. So there's leakage in the walls, there's leakage between the porch and the kitchen, mold between the porch and the kitchen. So between new wiring, new plumbing, full insulation, and the fact that there's no bedroom and bathroom on the first floor, I've completely redesigned. I have the original plans, and I was really pretty close. I found this software, Sweet Home 3D. It's not bad, and I did the original, then I did the expansion to expand the house back into the property, because God knows there's property back there. I'm paying for it. I may as well use it. Expand it north, create 2 new bedrooms and bathrooms on the first floor, keep the second floor intact, and extend it with the rest of it as possibly a separate apartment, not apartment, but a separate living quarters. I have to think about the fact that the last few times I've had surgery, I've been relegated to the second floor. I couldn't go downstairs. I had to have the refrigerator, the toaster oven, and the microwave upstairs. And it worked, kinda, but not really, because it just doesn't. So, in mid-February, I've already talked to a mortgage officer, and she gave me a whole packet of step-by-step what I need to do. 203K loans are often used to purchase a fixer-upper, and then the price of the renovation is rolled into the whole price of the loan. But since I already own the house, this is basically just to fix it. However, I am fixing so much, you could practically raise it to the foundation and bring it back up and still be eligible for this loan. As long as you use a part of the foundation that already exists, you can do this loan. We'll see what the inspector says when it comes through. He may look at the foundation and say, Anyway, so starting in February, I'll start the paperwork process to delay this until spring. So we really don't start construction or anything till April. I don't want it happening in the dead of winter. I am not ready. I need to move stuff out that I don't need. I've reconfigured the car a little bit so I can put large things in it and take it to Goodwill, and I've already got a couple of those things downstairs from the upstairs. Downstairs from the downstairs, eh? No. So But I'm trying to only do one thing a night because I'm so tired when I get home from work. And I've been sick with more sinus stuff. Last weekend was a total loss because I was down with the sinus stuff. So, yeah. It'll take me a while to be ready to do this. I don't know how much I'll have to move out, or actually if I can keep some of my stuff in the house while some of this is being done. I think the dining room can stay intact. The dining room can stay intact, which I talked to my insurance agent already, and they said, well, if you're not really moving out, but just moving some things out and temporarily living somewhere else, that's not moving out. If you vacated all the premises, that's moving out, and that's a different insurance policy. And I'm going, so, anyway, so, yeah, so in my exhausted state, with my sinuses pounding, I'm embarking on a gargantuan project that might kill me. So, yeah. But, you know, I started thinking, oh, it'll be so stressful to go through this. And I'm going, well, it's stressful to be in a house that isn't functional. And it truly isn't. All the garage floor and utility room cement floor is cracked completely. I don't know, like, we can't use that anyway. It'll all have to be redone. I want to make it forward-thinking, what they call universal design, transitional home, where the doors are wider. There's not stairs in the main living area. My little gift to me on this is to put a wraparound porch starting in the front, going around the back. And have part of that being a screened-in porch, and then the other part being a deck at the end, open deck. But the screened-in porch would have a fireplace, and on the other side of that would be the family room with its own little fireplace, which might be one of those ventless. If I do a ventless indoors, I can do a real outdoors. A screened-in porch with a fireplace, where I could have inserts for winter that are plexiglass and just click them in and then click them out when it's spring again. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because it's not a functional living space in its current position at all. It's going to involve, I've already done this, it's called thinking space, and it's called doing a mind map. All the things I want to keep, want to get rid of, need to change, and all the considerations I wanted. The HUD 203K site does talk about making it as green as possible, which I'm all for. I'm thinking of, can I do radiant floor heating? If I'm going this far, do I do radiant floor heating? Do I have to put in ducts for a standard heating system, or can I keep the radiators I've already got? I mean, they still work, they still heat. I have no problem with radiant heat. I do have a problem with ductwork, with my allergies, and the allergies and the asthma. More wood flooring, low volatile organic compound paint. I didn't even know that existed until about a month ago. You know, the smell of paint and the smell of, like, new carpet, and it off-gasses that crap for a long time. You can avoid it with low VOC stuff. I didn't even know there was low VOC paint. I'm like, yeah, body. So, it's a huge project. And balancing the stress of doing the project with the stress of living in a house that is not functional properly, it's the same. That's a wash. That's how I'm looking at it. It's a complete wash. If any of you out there have done a 203K and have some thoughts on it, I'd love to hear from you. It means I'm in debt for 30 more years on that house. I'm in debt on the house anyway, but this would take the loan I have now and roll it into it. And actually get something done. I've been doing the repairs piecemeal, one at a time, and it's just not enough for a house that is this dysfunctional, so no can do. So I've already talked to the mortgage person, and she was very helpful and gave me a whole packet of information on what I need to look out for, what I need to do, in what order, and I'm already doing it. And since I'm not doing it till February, so we don't start until April, here's the coolest thing about the HUD loan. It has to be done in 6 months. The contractors cannot stretch it out. It all has to be completed in 6 months. Or they don't get paid. So maybe this time next year. Oh, I hate doing this to myself, but maybe this time next year I'll be in a functional house where the heating bill is a little lower because the damn thing's insulated. With double pane, triple pane glass windows that don't let air in, and oh, it'll be better. It'll be better. It's just this time between now and then. Oh. Anyway. I'll talk to you later, because I'm sure it'll be the home Moanership show for the rest of the year. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.